There are places on our planet that remain hidden. They are not lost, but waiting for the quiet observer, waiting for the patient heart. Afghanistan is such a place. It is a land woven from ancient threads of silence and stone. Forget what you think you know. Come, step into a world less seen. Let the wind carry away the noise of the familiar. Here, in the cradle of mountains, a different story unfolds. It is a story told not in words, but in the vastness of the sky and the deep, quiet breathing of the earth itself. Listen closely. Can you hear it? It is the sound of absolute stillness. It is a silence so profound it has weight. It presses gently on the soul, a reminder of time's immense and unhurried journey. This is a land of secrets, secrets held in the sharp, shadowed folds of the mountains. Secrets whispered by the dust that dances in sunbeams. We are about to journey into its heart. We will move slowly, respectfully. We will become part of the landscape. We will learn to see with new eyes, to hear the subtle language of this timeless realm. The air here is different. It is thin and pure, carrying the scent of dry earth and distant snow. Each breath feels like a discovery. The sun's warmth is a gentle hand on your skin, a stark contrast to the crisp coolness that lingers in the shadows. The world is painted in extremes, deep, impossible blues against the brightest gold, the darkest, inky shadows beside brilliant, blinding light. This is not a gentle land. It is a place of power, of raw and untamed beauty, a place that demands your full attention and rewards it with wonders beyond imagination. Our journey begins not with a map, but with a feeling. It is a sense of anticipation, a pull towards the unknown horizon. We leave behind the clutter of our world to enter a space defined by its emptiness. But this emptiness is not vacant. It is filled with possibility. It is the canvas upon which nature paints its most dramatic and secret masterpieces. We must be patient. The wonders of this land do not shout, they whisper. And to hear them, we must first learn to be silent. If you're enjoying this journey into the hidden wonders of Afghanistan, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Join us for more breathtaking adventures and stories from around the world. Your support helps us bring you even more incredible places. Thank you for being part of our community. Imagine a landscape carved by giants. The mountains rise abruptly from the plains. Their peaks are jagged like broken teeth against the endless sapphire sky. They are colossal waves of rock, frozen in a moment of ancient geological fury. The sun strikes their western faces, turning them into walls of molten gold. But their eastern slopes remain in deep, cool shadow, a stark and mysterious indigo. This is a world of high contrast, a world where light and darkness are locked in a dramatic eternal dance across the face of the earth. Down below, the valleys are rivers of sand and stone. The wind, a tireless sculptor, has shaped the dunes into soft, flowing forms. They are waves in a sea of dust, their crests sharp and defined. Each grain of sand is a tiny jewel, catching the light and shimmering. The colors are astonishing. Not just the simple beige of sand, but deep ochre, burnt sienna, and pale, creamy white. It is as if a great artist has ground up gemstones and scattered them across the valley floor, creating a mosaic of breathtaking scale and subtle complexity. The scale of this place is difficult to comprehend. A single, gnarled tree might stand alone in the vastness, its roots clinging to life in the dry soil. It looks small, a mere speck from a distance, but as you approach, you realize it is an ancient being. Its twisted branches tell a story of centuries of wind and sun. It is a testament to the resilience of life in this extreme environment. Every rock, every plant, every feature of this land has a story to tell, a story of survival and endurance against incredible odds. As the day progresses, the character of the landscape changes. A harsh, direct light of midday bleaches the colors, creating a stark, almost monochrome world. But as the sun begins its descent, the magic returns. The shadows lengthen, becoming long, slender fingers that reach across the valleys. The colors deepen, growing richer and more saturated with every passing minute. The air cools. A profound stillness settles over the land, broken only by the whisper of the wind. The world holds its breath, waiting for the arrival of the stars. The silence of the high valleys is a living thing. It is not an absence of sound, but a presence, a deep resonant hum that seems to emanate from the very stones. But if you listen, truly listen, you will hear that the silence is composed of 1,000 tiny noises, the gentle trickle of snowmelt finding its way down from the peaks, the soft rustle of hardy grasses disturbed by a passing breeze, the distant, almost imperceptible clatter of a dislodged pebble, echoing as it tumbles down a scree slope. These are the secret sounds of the mountain. Suddenly, a new sound breaks the stillness. It is a call, high and clear. It echoes from the cliffs, bouncing from one rock face to another. It is the cry of an ibex. Somewhere, high above, a herd is moving. They are masters of this terrain, their hooves finding purchase on impossibly steep ledges. We cannot see them yet. The sound is a promise, a hint of the life that thrives in this seemingly barren world. It creates a sense of suspense, a feeling of being watched by unseen eyes. The mountain is not empty, it is alive, and then we see them, a flicker of movement against the grey rock. They emerge from the shadows, their coats a perfect camouflage. The leader, a magnificent male with huge curved horns, stands poised on a precipice. He scans the valley below, his posture a study in vigilance and power. The rest of the herd follows, moving with a grace and confidence that defies the perilous terrain. They are ghosts of the mountain, appearing and disappearing with silent ease. To witness them is a privilege, a glimpse into a secret and ancient society. The herd moves on, their calls fading into the distance until only the wind and the silence remain. But the valley feels different now. It has shared one of its secrets. The presence of these creatures has changed the landscape, filling the vast emptiness with a new sense of wonder. The air itself seems to vibrate with the memory of their call. We are reminded that this is their kingdom. We are merely visitors, granted a brief and humbling look into a world that operates on a timescale far grander and more patient than our own. In the highest, most remote corners of these mountains, another, more elusive creature resides. Its kingdom is the snow and the rock. Its name is spoken in whispers, the snow leopard. To see one is to see the very spirit of the mountain. It is a creature of mist and shadow, a phantom that walks the roof of the world. Its presence is often revealed not by sight, but by its absence. A sudden stillness among the birds, an anxious glance from a herd of blue sheep. The hunter is near, and the whole mountain seems to hold its breath. We wait. Patience is the key in this domain. Days can pass with no sign. The cold seeps into your bones. The wind is a constant companion, its howl a lonely song. You begin to understand the world from the leopard's perspective, the need for stealth, the importance of every shadow, every rock. The landscape becomes a chessboard of survival. Every ledge is a potential ambush point. Every gust of wind is an opportunity to mask your scent. The tension is palpable. The air is thick with unspoken energy, the silent duel between predator and prey. Then a ghost appears. It is a subtle shift in the pattern of the rocks, a movement so fluid it is almost missed. The snow leopard materializes from the landscape. Its thick, smoky coat, patterned with dark rosettes, is the perfect camouflage. It moves with a low, deliberate grace, each paw placed with absolute precision. Its long, thick tail acts as a counterbalance, allowing it to navigate the treacherous terrain with impossible agility. It is the embodiment of silent power, a creature perfectly adapted to its harsh and beautiful home. The leopard pauses, its pale eyes scanning the territory below. They are not the eyes of a creature of this world, but of a spirit. They hold the wisdom of the high peaks, the cold fire of the hunter. For a moment, it seems to look right through you, acknowledging your presence before dismissing you as irrelevant. Then, as silently as it appeared, it melts back into the rocks and is gone. The encounter leaves you breathless, heart pounding. You have been in the presence of something truly wild and truly free. From the frozen silence of the peaks, water begins its long journey downwards. It starts as a mere trickle, a bead of meltwater clinging to a rock. It joins with others, forming small streams that carve their way through the high meadows. The water is impossibly clear and honestly, achingly cold. As it gathers momentum, it becomes a rushing torrent, its voice a constant roar that fills the narrow gorges. This is the lifeblood of the land, the water that brings green to the valleys and quenches the thirst of the wild things. The river carves its path through a bed of ancient stone. In some places the water is so deep and so still it appears black. In others it tumbles over rapids, churning itself into a white foam. But here, in this particular valley, something magical happens. The river flows over a bed of lapis lazuli, the famous blue stone of this land. The water takes on the color of the rock beneath it. It becomes a flowing ribbon of the most intense, vibrant blue imaginable. It is not the blue of the sky, but a deeper, more mysterious shade, as if the river is carrying liquid sapphire down from the mountains. The sound of this river is a whisper. It is not the roar of a great cataract, but a softer, more musical sound. The water gurgles and murmurs as it flows over the smooth blue stones. If you sit by its bank and close your eyes, it sounds like voices, the ancient voices of the mountain, telling stories of the earth's creation. The air is cool and moist, a welcome relief from the dry heat of the surrounding landscape. Tiny, vibrant green mosses and ferns cling to the damp rocks along the river's edge, creating a miniature oasis of life. This river is a secret, a hidden jewel in the heart of the wilderness. It is a place of peace and contemplation. The constant, gentle flow of the water is mesmerizing. It speaks of journeys, of a constant, unhurried movement towards a distant sea. To sit beside this river is to feel the passage of time in a different way, not as a series of frantic moments, but as a slow, steady, and beautiful current. It is a reminder that even in the harshest of lands, there is a source of life, beauty, and profound peace. As our journey comes to a close, we find ourselves on a high pass, looking out over the world. The sun is setting and the sky is on fire. Streaks of crimson, orange, and violet paint the clouds. The mountains below have become dark, jagged silhouettes against the brilliant display. The world seems to have expanded, the horizon stretching to infinity. In this moment there is no past, no future. There is only the immense, breathtaking beauty of the now. The wind blows, carrying the last warmth of the day and the first chill of the night. This land does not give up its secrets easily. It demands patience. It demands reverence. It is a place that changes you. It strips away the non-essential and shows you what is real. The feel of rock under your hands, the taste of pure cold water, the sight of a herd of ibex moving as one across a cliff face, the chilling, thrilling glimpse of a snow leopard. These are the experiences that remain etched into memory like petroglyphs on an ancient stone. They are reminders of a world that is wild, powerful, and profoundly beautiful. What is it about this place that captures the soul? Perhaps it is the scale, the sheer vastness that puts our own lives into perspective, or perhaps it is the silence, the deep resonant quiet that allows us to finally hear our own inner voice. It is a land of paradox. It is harsh yet fragile. It is empty yet full of life. It is terrifying yet achingly beautiful. It is a place that defies easy description, a land that must be felt rather than simply seen. It leaves a mark on all who pass through it. And so we leave it as we found it, a mystery, a land of sapphire and dust, of silent hunters and whispering rivers. Its story is not finished. It is being written every day, in the track of a leopard in the snow, in the call of an eagle on the wind, in the slow, patient turning of the stars in the infinite sky. Afghanistan remains a hidden wonder, waiting. It does not ask for anything, but it offers everything to those who are willing to look and to listen and to be humbled by its timeless, untamed heart.